So this is a good time to talk about money, black money, with the Black Wall Street Report with a lady we haven't heard from in a while. She'd been around the world and she's an investor and founder of Kitsu Bank. She currently has a financial literacy curriculum in more than 137 schools nationwide, where she puts her 13 years of experience in the financial world as an investment banker and a forensic accountant. And she's worked for corporate UK and American clients, recouping and making them millions of dollars. Please give your attention to the Black Wall Street journalist, Jatali B. What's going on, lady? Long time no speak.
I have been in grind mode. It is the fourth quarter between giving back and making other people money. It's just been bananas, but in a good way.
Good.
In a very good way.
Good.
It's giving back season, and it's also networking season, and it's also building capital season. So a lot of organizations and companies are right now all scrambling to make sure this last quarter counts for them.
Nice. So how can it count for the everyday people?
So today we're going to be talking about teaching your kids investing basics at each age group, 1 to 5, 6 to 11, and 12 to 17.
Nice.
Are you ready?
Well, yeah, I'm always ready to talk about how to prepare the next generation for wealth.
Awesome.
The things we didn't learn growing up.
Awesome. You know what I'm saying? I never understood why they didn't teach it to a lot of kids.
Unless they were you.
Yeah, I mean, in the UK, don't forget, like I'm from Manchester, England. So in Manchester, England, they start at age basically primary school.
What?
So you start in like grade school learning about budgeting and getting balance sheets and certain things like that.
Wow.
So in the school systems.
Dumb America.
So I'm very big on pushing that to children.
Mm-hmm.
I won't go as far as to say that before I get in trouble.
Idiot Americans. I can say it. Idiot
Very true.
Americans. Anyway, I digress. Please teach us.
We're changing that. We're going to change any narratives that
UK woman teach us.
So, all right, Rakia. So we're jumping in. I'm here to tell people that I start teaching as young as 2 years old, the fundamentals. I don't think that you can be too young. If a child can open their mouths and start to make requests, then you can tell them the basics at ages 1 to 5, which is earn, value, and budget. Right?
Nice.
So I highly suggest once your child starts to have requests, once again, rather it's saying that I want that toy or I need to eat cookies because, to them cookies are a need. You start to teach them about budgeting. You teach them the value of their desires. You teach them how to basically earn what they want. So to give you an example, my son is now 3. At the age of 2, we started teaching him things like when we go to Stop and Shop, which is a major store out here, we'll get him a budget of $1,000 to buy a toy car. So now he knows every night he has to put his toys away to earn that budget for that one car. And once he earns that budget, then he learns about the value of the car. He learns about having to spend $1 for it. And he also learns about how to earn it and maintain it. So once he earns that money, that catapults into other little basics and lessons that he has to learn, right? So of course, at that age range, it's really also important that we start teaching them about piggy banks and putting loose change in the piggy bank.
Yeah.
It also helps them. The piggy bank system never fails, and the star system never fails of rewarding them for doing the great things.
Nice.
When they do something naughty, we scold them and we are quick to tell them, hey, you did something bad. But when they do something good, we should be the first ones to reward them and give them something that lets them know, hey, you're going in the right direction.
That's right. I agree.
Right? Some people say, oh, why are you rewarding a child for doing what they should do anyway? But we're quick to tell them when they do something that they're not supposed to do. Right?
Negative reinforcement is what brings down their self-esteem. I hear you.
Exactly. So with that said, that's the first 3 basics for the ages 1 to 5. Then for ages 6 to 11, I start instilling the barter system, showing them stock market and different investment tools, and also teaching them the depreciation and appreciation, teaching them the true value of the products that they like. So for instance, if they like Nike, I teach them about the stock market for Nike, have them invest in it, or the basics, or teaching them basically that the sneakers that they wear, once they have worn them, how it depreciates in value. Those are the pros and cons, but I think every child should have that basic within them. Because if you're not teaching your children about depreciation or investing in items that can increase in value, then you're doing your child a disservice, because then they don't realize that everything has a value beyond the value of purchasing that item.
So how do you teach them that? How do you teach them depreciation? How do you do that?
So depreciation, one of the first lessons, like when I go into high school, I always do the Jordans. A lot of kids tend to have Jordans. Sometimes it costs $200 to $300. And we'll teach them, well, for instance, hey, those Jordans that you have, once you put them on, they are now scuffed up. They have lost value. Once they have some kind of dirt, once you've worn them and they're taken out of the box, they've lost value. So we also teach them that it's not about not buying Jordans. It's about, hey, maybe investing in the Jordans where you could have purchased it while it was sold out. If it was an exclusive one, you could have sold it while it was sold out, double the price, and then take that investment of it. And when it comes back onto the market, you buy it. And then now you have extra money residual that you can invest with. So that's one thing we want to make sure that our kids in that age group understand and know. And when you do that with silver coins, gold coins, you teach that with real estate, you show them your property. Hey, mommy bought the property at this amount. In 3 years, it has gone up this amount. Because at that age, parents don't realize that your kids are sponges. So if you're teaching them that even the property that they live in or the property down the block that one day they want to own, even if you rent, you can show them, hey, this building that we rent, that we're renting an apartment in, guess what? This building used to be worth X, Y, and Z dollars. Now it's worth this much dollars.
Nice.
Teaching them different kinds of investing.
Nice.
One of my sites that I like for use when it comes to stocks and the stock market and the market world is called SIFMA.org. SIF as in Frank, MA.org. Check them out. They're very good for kids and teaching them different kinds of markets, investment markets. And then last but not least, for ages 12 to 17, I think that age group, they're more, parents, I think, are not afraid to really have them play interactive games. Teach them like they are adults at this age group. I see the mistake of parents babying the children at that age group when it comes to what they're supposed to be teaching them. The same way you would talk to an adult about money and the world and finances and investing, I think you should do that same exact thing with ages 12 to 17. But there are some fun ways to add into this equation. There's a interactive game site called PlayRampItUp.com. That's PlayRampIt up.com or buildcommonwealth.org. And they're college and financial readiness websites that are games, interactive, that are safe for the kids to play and kind of go through simulations of what if I was in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond the fun stuff is also teaching them about your acquisitions, teaching them about real estate, helping them to acquire their first real estate property at that age range, teaching them how to make sure they're investing in the right kind of portfolios, teaching them about diversification.
Nice.
At that age range, it's important for them to know not to put all their eggs in one basket. And even something as simple as teaching your child when they're in high school that their friends should be a diverse pile of friends. People don't realize your network is your net worth. So even when you're a kid, imagine if you're friends with a kid who wants to become a lawyer, friends with a kid who wants to be a basketball player, friends with a kid who wants to be a doctor and a dentist and all these different things, and the person who wants to become the teacher and the pediatrician, then you grew up with your own network of friends who are doing amazing things. But if all your friends want to be entertainment lawyers and all your friends want to be dentists, then the only people you're going to probably know when you get older are only dentists.
Well, I don't agree with that. Like, not in high school.
Well,
high school's different, but maybe college. High school, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do in high school. I mean, I kind of did, but I didn't. It was just but college is a little bit different.
I say the mindset starts in high school. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like a lot of children start to become cliquish in high school. So we teach them diversification even in their friends.
Middle school.
It makes it easier. In middle school too, yes. I agree.
Girl.
Yeah, so even 12 years old, like very true. So I agree with you. And so like even like at 12, even at 9, 10 years old, to help them diversify their friend portfolio, by the time they get to college, I've noticed with the youth that have start diversification from earlier, when they get to college, it's easier for them to just go into different sects. And they're not afraid to explore different fields of interest and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And we want our kids to explore different sides of themselves in different markets, and then also be able to network successfully in the world. So those are my
No, I completely agree with that. But I definitely think it starts from the top as a parent. Like if a parent isn't that, then oftentimes parents, and particularly in the African American community, a parent can't teach that. So it's, if you can't teach your child to be what you should be, how are you going to teach that? But I think these are great steps. Jatali B., the Black Wall Street journalist. Jatali, where can people contact you?
On my website, kidswhobank.org. And I will also say before I forget, My 2 books as well can definitely help kids with that road. We have a picture book for ages 2 to 11 called Road to Riches. And then we have a chapter book called Wants versus Needs for ages 12 to 18.
Nice.
And it teaches entrepreneurship, financial literacy, taxes, coupons, marketing, all the important basics that our youth should be learning in school, basically.
Nice.
Yep. And then Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything is Kids Who Bank.
Nice.